So when I think about my dad as a father and the lessons he imparted on our family, what immediately comes to mind is that he was a big believer in if you have a passion to do something and you work hard at it, that you'll be successful and your dreams will come true. He honestly believed in this, and he instilled this belief in us. I also wanted to share something with you that I found on my dad's desktop shortly after he passed away. And what I'm about to read to you was found in the bottom of each month within his desktop calendar. And I'm just going to take a minute and read it to you. Trust your instincts. Never waver in the belief in yourself. Integrity, faith, authenticity, accountability. Purpose of life. Love, learn, and grow. We are only visitors. This meant so much to everyone in my family that my niece framed this for us and gave it to each of us at Christmas as a lasting memory of my father. So my dad loved coaching both basketball and baseball at St. Joseph's. As many of you know, baseball was his passion, and he absolutely loved the game of baseball. When I think about a memory from my dad's baseball coaching days, the thing that comes to mind is my dad's focus on the fundamentals of the game. He always said, if you do the little things well, good things will happen as a result. That was his mantra. He truly believed that with his heart and soul, and I truly believe that's why he enjoyed success at St. Joseph's from a baseball perspective. My mom was totally supportive of my dad throughout his coaching career. She considered it to be his job and devoted herself to managing the house and our family. My dad was a disciplinarian, but she was the day-to-day. My dad would spend hours and hours preparing for games and practices and nurturing his players. And it was always the preparation that he believed was the most important, and the job he did was second to none. My mom realized all of this was necessary and never questioned his time away from the family to do so. She successfully ran the household and raised 4 kids while supporting all of us in our various events and games, and often alone since my dad was coaching. She jokes that she got our MRS, our Mrs., from St. Joseph's, but my dad actually got much more, a partner to share his life with who he loved, who allowed him to follow his dreams of coaching at the collegiate level while being supported by a very capable wife and mother to his children. It's no secret that my dad was fiery and competitive. Wins and losses were certainly important, but probably even more important to my dad was being successful in teaching his players to be good teammates and good people. He taught them to be men of integrity and good character. He believed in his players, and they in turn believed in him. He taught his players to stick together when things were going good and bad. As a result, many of his players have remained friends 40 to 50 years after they've graduated. They're convinced that the lessons taught by Coach Booth helped them stay connected after all these years. He carried these lessons home to us. He taught us about these things as well, and we were held to a higher standard. He was always stressing the importance of being of good character to me and my siblings, and we have carried these lessons through to our own children. My dad still had a passion for baseball, even in his late 70s when he was an assistant coach at Bishop Shanahan in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, when one of my sons was playing baseball there. He quickly impressed the importance of the fundamentals of the game on the team as well as the coaches, and it was his job to work on the little things with the players at practice each and every day. They loved him, and in turn, he loved having the opportunity to be there to support them and assisting them every day in improving their game. Each year, my dad looked forward to the leadoff dinner. He loved having the opportunity to present the dedication award to a former player or coach. I would talk to him after the event each year, and I could still sense the excitement in his voice. He would share with me who won the award, former players and coaches he saw at the event, and discussions he had with Fritz regarding the previous season and the upcoming season. It was really cool to see that after all these years, he still had a spark in him with regard to St. Joseph's and the baseball program. My mom loved St. Joseph's as much as my dad. I smile and chuckle at this, but it's no secret to anyone that my dad could get a bit long-winded at times, and that's because he was so passionate about whatever he was speaking about. Last year, my mom kiddingly said to my dad that if he talked longer than 5 minutes in presenting the award, that she was going to stop coming. When my mom and dad told us that story, my siblings and I got a little kick out of that and laughed.